Hello, this is Crystal, the chair of LD3 Democrats, and I am here to talk to you about how to log into the Secretary of State's website on eQual to sign candidate petitions. So in case you don't know, each candidate has a certain number of signatures that they need from voters in order to qualify to run, to be on the ballot in Arizona. So we want to support all of our candidates by signing their petitions. And eQual is the easiest way to do that because they don't have to go back and confirm your identity as a voter, whereas on paper petitions, people have to vet those and make sure that your signature is valid. So we want everyone to come to eQual and sign petitions for all of our candidates. So to get started, you just come here to the Secretary of State's website /eQual. Clean Elections website also has a page about eQual. That is the wrong place. So make sure you're going to the one on the Secretary of State's website. And then we're going to click on Sign a Candidate Nominating Petition. This brings us to a page where you're going to authenticate yourself as a voter. You're going to put in your first name, your last name, your date of birth, and then you can either enter your driver's license number or your voter registration number. I find it easiest to get the voter registration number because you don't have to go find your purse or wallet to get your driver's license number. You can just log on to beballotready.vote, BBE, ballotready.vote, like this. And if you go to that website and log in, it's an easy login, and you can get your voter registration number right from there without having to even get up from your desk. So I prefer to log in that way. And then you would put in your last four of social security number and hit submit. And now I'm going to pause recording for just a minute so that I can log in, and then I'll see you on the other side. All right, so now I'm logged in. And once you're logged in, it'll ask, do you still live at this address? And it'll give you enough of your address to know if that's right or not. And then you're going to click yes. And after you click yes, you're going to see all of the petitions that are available for you to sign. And this is going to include everything that would be on your ballot for where you live. So as you can see, I live in Congressional District 8. There are currently 4 candidates, and you can only sign for one. See, it says here that you can only sign for one petition for this office. I'm not 100% sure who I want to sign for yet, so I am just holding off on that race to see what happens, because you never know. But for example, governor, we have Katie Hobbs here. I proudly signed to support Governor Hobbs. And then also we have Jeff Fortney, who's running for state senator in LD3, and Rick Spargo, who's running for state house in LD3. We definitely want to sign for both of them. You'll notice we only have one state senator, so you can only sign one petition, but we do have 2 state house representatives so that you can sign 2, but we only have one Democrat running. And so we're going to sign for Rick. And then also, of course, for Adrian and for Chris Mays and for Nick, who is running for state treasurer and will be joining us at an upcoming LD3 monthly meeting on Zoom. Please register for those. It's very educational. And then Brian Matlock, who's running for state mine inspector, is also coming up on one of our meetings. And then Corporation Commission, we have 2 openings coming up for Corporation Commission this year. I have only signed for Jonathan so far because I got to know him last cycle, and I haven't signed for anyone else yet, but I will. I'll come back. So what I'm asking you to do today is to sign for everyone who does not have a contested primary. And then if you already know who you want to sign for in one of the contested primaries, then absolutely do that. But it's very important that we help them get their signatures early so that they can use their campaigning time on other things rather than having to go out there and spend a lot of time getting signatures. So thank you for doing that. And then I'm going to show you one other thing here. If you go back to the home page of Equal, you'll see here, contribute a $5 qualifying contribution. So if someone has filed for clean elections funding, then they have to get a certain number of $5 contributions to show that they have community support for their campaign. So we're going to click through here. And you'll have to go through the sign-in process again. And here we can see $5 contributions that are available. But here you don't have a limit. You can give $5 to anyone that you want to support their campaign. And then once they get enough $5 qualifying contributions, they get funding from the Clean Elections Commission, and they don't have to work on fundraising. So please do both of these things. Thank you. I appreciate you supporting our candidates and look forward to voting for them with you in 2026. Thanks.